What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to Mama Mary's Music Mayhem. It is Tuesday, and we know what Tuesday's all about. We have the best of the best in the music industry and lots of great interviews. Well, today's one near and dear to my heart because women rock. And this is rock goddess, Miss Kim Allegrezza. And she has uh, the Allegrezza agency. She's a photographer. She's a manager for Hammer Down Horde. She's president for the Hall of Fame Tennessee chapter. She's co-director for the Metal Hall of Fame. She is just everything and a everything. I can't even express how much this young lady has done or is involved in the music scene. She is amazing. She's a rock goddess. She is my sister from another mother. So I am going to bring up the legendary lady of the night, Miss Kim. How are you doing?
Hey, Mary, nice to see you. Legendary lady of the night. I don't know about that.
Did you feel it, sister? That's all
Yeah,
I need to know. Well, it's all real love, baby.
thank
Hey,
you.
we got Stephen in here, and Stephen said she is the shiznit. And we got Will. Will says she's all that and a bag of chips.
Thank
And Brian says, watching my friend Kim from here in New Jersey.
Hey,
So,
Brian.
hey. So, yes, you're right. You're right. And if you are watching, comment, like, love, and share the video. Let us know you're there. And I have my trusty little, I do this every time. So, if it's your first time watching Mama Mary's, everything I say is all in fun. It's not scripted. I am crazy and you'll love me. But I have my little cheaters. So, if I see you watching and not commenting, um, Mama Mary will come spank your butt.
She
Just
has
saying.
called me out before, so yeah.
And Kim's going to help me come up with a new tagline because some people will comment, I'm not commenting, even though they just did, uh, just to see if you'll come do it. So I'm going to have to come up with a new one because it's not working. But I see you, Timothy. See, already busting one out. No. But no, sisters, how in the heck are you doing? I have not seen you since Rockin' Pod, baby girl.
What a weekend that was. That was amazing. Um,
Oh my
and after being
gosh.
cooped up for so long with COVID, that was fantastic to get out and feel alive again and see live music and hang out with people and be
It
at a
was
bar.
it was amazing. It was phenomenal, and it. I will be going next year. It is something that was so put together, just great.
Chris did a great job.
The Chris and the crew, they did phenomenal, and the pre-party show, everything was just off the hook.
Oh,
And of
yeah.
course, I got to see your beautiful face.
Finally, in person, we got to meet and hang out. That
Right?
was
We
great.
have talked and talked and talked, and but we've not got to meet in person.
Yeah.
And we our paths are like you were always over here, I was always over here, or whatever.
Know the
Because
same
you're
people.
you're yeah, because you're always on the road and always doing stuff. I'm always doing stuff. But man, that was the greatest hug. I've been waiting on that hug from my sister. It was so good.
Yeah, it was great.
So, so as everybody knows, and everybody is agreeing with me, hello, June. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome to Mama Mary's. June is watching from Virginia.
That's my mom. Hi, mom.
Oh, hi, mom. Hi, mom. Okay, that means I gotta behave. No.
Please. She's used to me and my sister. She's
All right, I see you, Jesse Parker. So, if I do see you watching, please comment. And all right, there's Jason. What's up, Jason? One of our rockin' pod brothers. What's up from all things blues and southern rock? He says, "Hey guys."
hey
He said
guys.
he couldn't wait for this one.
Oh wow.
So
Well, thank
yeah,
you.
he was looking forward to it.
I enjoyed meeting them at Rock and Pod as well.
Oh, I know, and I've been trying to cross promote, like I talked to you about when I was there,
Yes.
and kind of help push other podcasters that were there. I've got more coming up. And yeah, it was just a great event. But like I said, the main thing, I got to see you. A mom says hi to my daughter Kim.
Yeah.
And Jason said we had hammered down hard at Rockin' Pod.
Yes, we did. Ronnie Hammer was there in the house.
Yes. So we know, well, not a lot of people know, you have been involved in so many things and are involved in so many things. When I was reading your bio, one of the things that I didn't know, which just was like, wow, I knew she's freaking awesome, but dang, you have worked with Axis and AEG, with the largest sports team and events, the largest premiere for live music events. You,
Outside of Live Nation, access
yeah,
tickets are number two, I believe. Yes.
right. You've worked with them. You have your own photography. You have your own agency. You do the manager thing. Um, My gosh, I mean, you actually worked with helping set up rock interviews from the Rock and Roll Hall of Famers and helped them as well, some of them as well, work with some of them as well. And
Yeah,
of
that was
course,
during Access. I got to work with a lot of Rock and Roll Hall of Famers. I just did a lot of interviews for Access TV, AXS. A lot of people know Access TV concerts, but I was based in the Baltimore, D.C. area, and pretty much all the acts that came through town, I would go out to the shows and I'd be in the photo pit shooting the shows and going backstage to interview the bands and writing up music reviews, concert reviews, do video premieres, all of that kind of stuff. So that is how I started all of this. That was about 7 years ago. And from that, the photography grew. I designed some album covers because I am a graphic designer. That's my degrees in. And so website design, every time I would meet a band, people needed a little this, they need a little that. I got into doing PR and press releases because I was a writer. So I would write bios and press releases. And then people started asking me to help out and manage. And the agency grew from my photo company, my photography company, into the design and artist management, PR, photography agency that it is. And um, partnered up with Lonnie Hammer a few years ago, and he and I formed Hammer Down Hard together. And that's been
whoop,
a blast. That was,
whoop.
he got on a rocket ship, and when someone offers you a ride on a rocket ship, how can you say no? So we're
Well, I mean,
we're doing
duh.
that,
You're
and
going to take the plunge and do it,
yeah.
you
So
know.
you asked me before, how did I get involved in so many different aspects in the industry, and it basically came out of opportunities would become available, and I never wanted to have any regrets in life where I look back and said, man, I should have done that. So I've just said yes, and I feel like I'm riding this wave and I don't know where it's going to take me. Hopefully I don't face plant in the sand, but so far it's been an awesome ride.
Well, I mean, like you said, you have been involved basically in every aspect behind the scenes involved with anything to do with music, the photography, the PR, the management, the agency, the,
Now
interviews,
videos. I'm now
and
expanding into videos.
now, and videos. Now videos, what do you not do, sister girl?
It all comes out of necessity, basically. You know, um, uh, I'm a creative person and I am involved with a lot of bands. A lot of my friends are musicians. And if I have the ability to help somebody, I want to be able to help them. And Um, I shot some videos when I worked for Access, but it was always just raw video. So during COVID, I taught myself how to edit videos, and that's the next chapter,
See,
next expansion.
you're always moving forward and
Had to do
move.
something during
You
COVID. We couldn't play out. It wasn't
right,
going out on the road. So what are
and
you gonna
it's
do? People
it,
need to make videos while they're home. So there you go.
right, right, and you're like me. We go. So when you tell us we can't go, we've got to find something to do. We got to adjust because if we don't,
Yep.
we're just gonna be like lost because you have been since you got started, you have been nonstop going the whole time and working your tail off and doing so much and helping so many. So, that's why when I told you, I wanted to interview you, you were like, "What?
Yeah.
Nobody's asked me that before. I'm used to talking about the bands or this
Yes.
or that. I'm not used to talking about myself." And I'm like, "Girl, sister, it's time. They know the lady behind the legend. I'm
Oh,
just
you're cracking
saying."
me up with these names, Rock Goddess and the Legend. Oh,
Well, as you can see from the viewers, I don't stand alone. So,
well, thank you.
Will says, just so you know, Mary, Kim not only inspired women to get into the biz, but plenty of us men as well. She was one of the first people I met in the industry that made me want to get involved. See what I'm talking about? So,
Much love, brother. He's a good man.
and then we got Frankie says, "Hi, Kim. Hi, Mary from Chicago here."
He's
You know,
awesome.
And so, I mean, you've got people that, well, Jason goes, "We met Kim at Rockin' Pod as well. Very nice." And, like, here's Jerry. He's like, "What's up, my good peeps?" And we've got Becca. Hey, Becca.
Becca.
She goes, "You go, woman. You go." See, so I'm not the only one that thinks you're this rock goddess and just amazing person.
Well, thank you.
So I want to know, once you got in with Access and AEG and all that, I want to know what it was that just made you decide, because we've all had that moment to where it hit us like a ton of bricks and was like, this is what I was meant to do. When was that moment for you that just something that happened
That
that
was
just
easy.
she goes, "That's easy."
The
It
very first concert I shot for Access was Judas Priest at Pier 6 Pavilion in Baltimore. And it's a great outdoor venue. It's on the water. It's got a different name now. But Richie Faulkner, the guitar player from Priest, um, pointed at me and started blowing kisses to me. And I thought, well, this is the best job ever. You definitely want to keep doing this. And then I got home and I got to see the photographs. And I have always enjoyed photography, but like I said, that was my first concert. And as a creative artist, I was hooked. I loved being in the pit. I completely lose myself. I'm not even listening to the music half the time because I'm so involved in the images I'm capturing and trying to wait for that perfect moment to get that little glimpse of magic. And that to me is the biggest rush in the world. I love it.
right, you're in the zone, as I call
Absolutely.
it. You get
Yes.
in the zone, and when you're in that zone, you don't know anything that's going on
I
around
don't.
you. You're just there, and you're focused on making magic happen. And when you told me, that photography was a major passion of yours, and that's how, you actually got your start, was a combination of photography and interviews. I was learning something new about my sister, because I've known you as an artist management, PR, you know, working with the
Everyone
Metal
knows
Hall of
the business
Fame.
side of Kim, but
Right.
really an
And
artist. That's my soul.
right, and that, like I told you, I want to get to know who is Kim. And you were like, well, honestly, my photography is one of my bigger passions. And I seen some of the photos that you took at the last show. Well, at the last Hammer Down show, you took pictures, didn't you?
Yes,
Because
I always
yes, phenomenal,
thank you.
and somebody snagged a picture of you
Yes.
from behind, beside the stage,
Yeah,
taking
doing my
pictures, and you were like, "That's a first."
thing. I don't get a lot when you wanted a photo of me for this, and it's like, "Oh, I don't have any promo shots of myself." I have photos of everybody else you could think of, but none of me. But, yeah, like
Right,
I told you, that's how it is in the when you get into PR, you promote everyone else and you don't think
right,
you're promoting yourself.
exactly.
Someone asked me what endorsements I have. I'm like, "It never dawned on me to get endorsements for myself. I do
Well,
that for my
girl,
clients."
any company out there that wants someone that is going to be going 110 miles an hour, working their tail off for you, reach out, because this lady right here will do it, and she will promote it. She will do do it. Endorse this lady. That's all I'm saying. So, let's talk about you as, as a sister and as a person. So you're really into your photography. That's a passion of yours. Let's talk about, how you went from the photography and you decided to get into artist management. Let's move to the next level. As
Okay. Well, um, I was living in the Baltimore, D.C. area of Maryland at the time, and that's where I was based for Access. That's where my family is, and I would go into Baltimore and D.C. and do the shows. And when I first started, I was doing local Baltimore music, and then that progressed to national music. So, as the Baltimore music um, contributor, I got involved in the local scene heavily and started doing PR and design for some of them. So, um, 86 Bullets, I did their first album cover, and I worked with them doing PR, press releases, that kind of stuff. And that's what then all of a sudden brought all this, like, a lot of attention. A lot of people were hitting me up, wanting me to manage. And I really, um, it wasn't something I was looking to get into because I prefer being a creative artist than getting involved in all the business. But I met Lonnie Hammer. He was with Every Mother's Nightmare at the time. He was their drummer, and uh, he's played with Jack Russell's Great White. He was a recording member with Black Oak, Arkansas, and he approached me about being his manager, and I really wasn't.
wasn't he also in Every Mother's Nightmare?
Yeah, he was with Every Mother's Nightmare at the time, and he approached me about being his manager. And I mean, he was in the band, but he, as the drummer, he was looking for endorsements and interviews and that kind of thing. So he said, me managing, being his personal manager, it's not that different than what you do as a publicist, which was true. And that was my first baby step into it. And then within a few months, we had uh, formed our own band, Hammer Down Hard, and he was in the studio with Justin Reimer in Cross Track Studio here in Memphis. and we were recording the first album. Um, he booked our first date. Our first gig ever was playing Rockfest in Wisconsin, and we didn't even have a band yet. And he called me one night and said, "Hey, I booked us to play Rockfest." And you had a heart attack, and because we had no band and we had no songs, just the name. But he's a beast, and he wrote a phenomenal debut album and followed it up shortly later, like a year later, actually, with Madness Serves Me Well, which is, he was concerned he couldn't do better than the first one. And it's, again, just another fantastic album. One song after the next is a hit. And that's how it all started. After I started working with Lonnie, I began working with a Baltimore band called Raven Tree, who just had their song Devil's Red Mistress. It's in a new Johnny Alonso movie. It's called Harvey. And so their songs in the soundtrack for that. So I started working with them. And I'm also working with Fever Tree here in Memphis now, and they have a new album coming out in a little bit. So yeah, keeping busy with all of that, and Hammer Down Hard's moving into some new territory. There's a new venue opening here in Memphis. Johnny Stinson and Lonnie Hammer are working on this project. Stinson Auditorium is going to be it's going to be a phenomenal new venue. It has the largest dance floor in the state of Tennessee in the big room, and that stage is like 60 feet by 40 feet. So it's all going to be set up. It's going to be a musician's venue. It's set up for musicians, easy in, easy out, everything to make your experience fantastic and make you sound phenomenal. And we've been offered the residency there. So we're going to be having a residency at Stinson Auditorium in Memphis, and experimenting with that for a while.
Oh, yeah. You heard it here first. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Stuff's fixing to get even realer than it already has, which it's
Yeah,
been
Memphis
huge.
is about to go metal. So here we go.
All right. That's what I'm talking about, sister. And well, with that being said, um how did you get involved with the Metal Hall of Fame? And wonderful Pat, if you're watching, we love you, Pat. We love
He
you,
is,
love you, love you.
he is a very, very dear friend and such a good man. And where would we all be without him? I mean, what he has done for the metal community is spectacular. And everyone talks about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and how they disrespect rock music. And, people calling them a joke lately. And Pat had formed the Metal Hall of Fame about 5 years ago, and we've grown every year since. And it's a force to be reckoned with now. And I met him while working for Access because, like I said, if I have the ability to help somebody through, at that time, I had this major publication and I was able to write about whatever I wanted. There was, at that point, was no editorial supervision. So any band I wanted to see, I could pick up the phone and say, "Hey, you're coming to town. I want to come out, shoot the show for Access, do an interview." I could do that. And I get press releases all the time. So
Right.
one of them was from Pat, and he was talking about the Metal Hall of Fame. Um, this was the infancy of it, and it was uh, affiliated with the DAD program, which is the Drums and Disabilities program
Yeah.
that he has founded.
Drummers Against Disability. Love it.
Amazing, amazing program. It's worldwide. It is uh, it's a drum therapy program, but not in just a get your aggressions out. It is um, a scientific program that only he can train somebody in, and it actually rewires to help physically disabled people regain more control and live a fuller life. So when I heard that all proceeds from Metal Hall of Fame activities went to the DAD program, I wanted to help out because it's a charity and it was a wonderful thing.
Right.
So I wrote about it, and at that time it was when it first started, and no one was really giving him a lot of attention yet, and he was very thankful, and that's how our friendship began. And I went out to the award ceremony in California with Lonnie. He was invited out as an artist for Mapex Drums, and it was the NAM
Right.
on at the same time. So we went out for NAM. We went out for the Metal Hall of Fame. We did the red carpet. We met Lou Cavaris from Riot,
Oh
and
yeah.
he was
Yep.
being inducted that year. And short conversation later, next thing you know, Lou's playing on our debut album. So you know, it's it's been a whirlwind. I don't know how it all happened, but it all just, little breadcrumbs, one thing leads to the next.
Well, and you're doing such an amazing job with all of it, and truly inspiring so many people. I'm I'm sitting here, and by the way, I just wanted to mention this, guys. I noticed that um n- Facebook did a little glitch while ago. So if you're watching on Facebook, we are still live. Just refresh, come back. We are there. Don't you love modern technology? But anyway, you do such a phenomenal job with everything. But the thing is, with you, what I admire is when you get involved with something, you don't just do it for, attention. You don't just do it to be part of something. You do it because you believe it at 110% and you put 130% of you into it. And I mean, you just go balls to the wall, full fledged, you know, if you want to learn how to do things right, I will be honest with you. I can learn a lot from you. And I hope over the years in our friendship, I do. And, I mean, you're just truly inspirational because you just don't ever stop, and you look for the next person to help, you look for the next level to move to expand the way that you can help, and the way that you can also do your artist a, a great service, and still take care of your passion of photography. And now I can just imagine what's going to happen with the video thing now, because if your passion's photography, you're going to be sunk into videos like, oh my god, this I can see it now. These are going to be some phenomenal videos. It's going to be crazy. And Will says, uh badasses uh find other badasses, and that's how she got it. Oh, you
Oh,
gotta love it.
he's a badass himself, and I give him much love. But
So
you know, uh, partnering with Lonnie has been great. Creative as a creative artist for me because he he's up for anything. So, I'm not about doing regular normal photos. So, and I'm a horror girl. I like the dark side. So when I have my ideas,
come to the dark
so
side.
when I have my ideas, without hesitation, he's like, okay, and we'll do it. So we'll, have the blood dripping and all these
But
dark
dude, it looks so freaking killer.
That's what I love. And
You
on the
know,
last video, I didn't shoot it. I was a producer, but I also Lonnie and I designed the set for it, the interior of the spaceship. And
and
that,
guess what? It just so happens. Um, and how did I know this in my mind that you were connected in some way, shape, or form, and more than just being a band manager on his newest? Because guess what?
woohoo!
I have the video.
Right. Let's see it.
I have the video, and I thought, well, I'm gonna put it back down for a second and let you finish. I'm sorry I interrupted you, but that just like, oh my gosh. How did I know? Because he's got so many videos, but I picked that last something told me, get that last video because she's gonna say something that's special pertaining to her, pertaining to this last video. That's weird. Okay. That's just weird, but it's true.
The
But
last two videos, I got to be on the conceptual drawing board, as it were, and had some ideas because Lonnie, he's the front man for Hammer Down Hard is Lonnie Hammer, and he has developed this character that he performs as, and every character needs a backstory, I figured. So I've been using Cephalopod and now World's Gone Black. And, the videos actually tie into each other and they tell a story. And it's the backstory, the origin story, if you will, of this character that he's created.
and that image and that character goes so well with his music. It just
Yeah.
completes it makes a complete picture.
Yes.
So for you to help him come up with this phenomenal character that actually fits the story behind his music. I mean, that's what being a true artist is about. And it's awesome when you can have somebody like yourself help you out and put your what's inside your head out to the public and bring it to life. And that, I mean,
Absolutely. And he is an artist. There are people that are musicians and then there are artists. And Lonnie is a true artist. He has a definite um, vision in his head. And as his manager, it's my job to help him figure it out and flesh it out and get it out there. And that's what we've done over the past few years.
well, we are going to embrace everybody. Now, I do this, and when I play this video, I will mute me and Kim so we don't have feedback, and so y'all get good sound. But um, so I'm supporting the artist. I actually go to the artist's YouTube channel to play these videos, so that gets them one more view. And so when we get done with this video, we are going to talk more with Kim and she can explain, what was going on and how y'all came up with this and that since she was, on the ground floor of helping, make this come to life with awesome Lonnie. I know you're watching. Love you, brother. But when you get done with the show today, I want you to go subscribe. Go subscribe to Lonnie's channel. Also, at the bottom of the screen, you will see the Facebook link to my sister Kim's agency. If you haven't already, go like and go follow. Also, I've got lots of links for you involving this lady, so just give me a second. This is the Hall of Fame link. Go like, love, and follow. And all these links were put in the comments before the show even started. So all you would have to do is stroll back to the top and you could go to all links. And here's the link on Lonnie Hammer and Hammer Down Hard. And here's her personal page where you could go look at some of her photography. And if you are interested in, her working with you on a video or something, get with her on that one or this one. And one of these, I mean, there's 4 different ways you can reach this beautiful lady. I mean, come on. No excuse. No excuse. If you want the best, there you go. Before we watch the video, Steve goes, "Ooh, Lonnie," and Becca's calling people in here. So we are gonna mute me and Kim, but we're gonna sit here and watch it with y'all. Y'all will probably see me headbanging and slamming on my chair, and we might even stop it at a time if something just blows me away, because this will be the first time that I'm watching it.
Oh, you're in for a treat then. This
Yeah.
is something special.
So I have watched, Lonnie's others. So this is my debut of watching Lonnie's new video with my sister. And so yeah, this is going to be lots of fun. And now I'm going to be looking for these special little things that she was talking about that she was part of, and ideas, because I'm just going to picture it in my head, and it's going to be great. So keep watching. People share, get people in here. We need to get the word out, which we already know who this wonderful lady is, but now we have a face behind the name. And I will say it again, the legend. So she but here is Hammered Down Hard, World Gone Black. First off, that's Lonnie.
Yes, that was Lonnie. That was a character that was introduced in the cephalopod video, the movie Usher. There's a backstory to that that's flushed out in the cephalopod video, and so this is a continuation of the story.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be awesome. Sorry, got excited. All right, we're going at it again, people. Here we go.
Life's not easy, so something meant all what is said now. Everything matters, man. So what do we all become now? When others fail, we stand. Watch them all melt into shades of incandescent pain. The devils make the fools stand out, so shove it in their face. The world's gone black. The world's gone black. Last time I saw a channel, way to take it away. Way to make the film was now. Big star is afraid. The punishment cries total repent, never making sense. Sovereignty on the soapbox, the lies spread out all again. We sit here all together, watch them dying one by one. Burn themselves alive, nothing but hopeless promises. The world's gone black. The world's gone black. Last time I saw a channel, way to take it away. Way to make the film was now. Big star is afraid. vision's clear on. He just stories unfold. Pushing forward to life's on call. Today or tomorrow. You can't fight it. In spite of it, you see yourself all holy. Counting down the final breath now. Oh God, help us all. Body and time for a painted race. Closing lights illuminate. Dark side of heaven just fades away.
A lot going on in that video.
Oh my God.
A lot going on.
I had to stop myself because as it started, I wanted to stop and be like, "That's your brother, John LeCompte."
Yeah, it is from
And I was like, "No, don't stop. Don't." I was like, "Holy moly." There were so many different aspects of that dude, we've got to talk after this.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. I have some artists that need some videos done, ma'am, and yes, ma'am. Damn, yes, that is awesome.
That one was shot by the Brasco. That's what he was directed our cephalopod video as well. So since a continuing story, we worked with him with that one too. So between Brasco, Lonnie, and I, that's what we came up with.
Well, I'm telling you what, that is one badass video. Have loved all of Lonnie's videos, and each time they've gotten more just, and they're the type of videos, and this is what I like. When an artist puts out a video, I love it when an artist puts out a music video that you can watch several times and you're going to find new little Easter eggs
Oh, absolutely.
that
That's
you
what they're all
didn't
designed
that you didn't see,
Mhm.
the first time around. So I will be watching this multiple times because now I'm interested. Now that the initial watch, and I'm just like, that's bad to the bone, and oh my God, there's bro from another mother, and oh, look at that. You know, now I'm going to go back and watch it again and be looking for Easter eggs because that is when you got a phenomenal video, is when there's something new every time you watch it. And
There's a lot of layers to this video. The lyrics themselves is what inspired the basic storyline as far as the corruption, which is what the songs, not that the song's about corruption, but Lonnie's calling out hypocrisy on all levels, from politics to, preachers, the preachers who pray, but, PREY kind of thing. So there's all of that was covered with the envelope being passed from corrupt person to corrupt person. But in addition to the people doing bad, there was also the storyline of the people doing good. And Lonnie is always about positive, uplifting messages. So my big thing was, if there's a negative storyline, it's going to be too dark of a video. And that's not Lonnie. Lonnie's about, like I said, good, positive messages and empowerment. So the thought was to have two storylines. And then you see all of the good people who weren't just doing good deeds. Their good deeds were their personal self-sacrifice was at risk.
yeah, I mean, I was like catching
in front of the car and actually I played one of those firefighters.
what?
Yeah, I was firefighter number 2.
See, and now I'm gonna have to go back and find that Easter egg
You
because
don't see my face at all. I was just an extra.
I was,
in that.
it's like the guy sitting on the bench on the street corner with the guitar. That was John, was it not?
John LeCompte from Evanescence, yes.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I see. And then next you see this guy. First of all, how'd you set a house on fire? No. I mean, it's just It's awesome job, and
You.
uh,
And then the Lonnie character, was introduced in cephalopod. And for those who don't know, cephalopod is an octopus or squid. They're an undersea creature. And so recent science discoveries, they're saying that it seems that octopus and squid DNA, they're calling it alien DNA, that it comes from off planet, that they're so different than all other species here. So that's where the alien ship came from. And so you will see Lonnie's on the ship, and he is observing the good deeds and the bad deeds through this, um, like, it's called a scrying bowl. Those of you familiar with Nostradamus, the medieval uh, seer, he would look into this bowl of water and he would see visions. And so Lonnie is in his spacecraft looking down, and he's seeing the good and he's seeing the bad, and he sees the asteroids coming. And as they come to destroy the Earth, he saves the people that he saw do good. And that's when John and Daniel and Dover and David, the guys that were in the band, were then transported to the field, and then they were all go onto the ship and saved.
and it leaves it open for the next chapter.
Yep. Next video.
Because I was getting ready to bring the volume down because, I could tell, I thought the video was ending, and oh no,
That was
oh
the
no, no, no,
Yep.
no. There's more to come. And then I'm seeing them walking in the field, and I'm like, okay. And I'm seeing Lonnie out there, and I'm like, okay. And here comes the ship, and I'm like, oh, okay, okay. Leaving it open for the next chapter. Mm,
Mhm.
dang.
We did that. The first video was cephalopod, and then as the credit, and cephalopod's concept was uh, those of you familiar with old school horror movies, there was this old movie called Nosferatu. It was this like 1920s vampire movie, and that's what inspired the old time movie theme that I was going for with cephalopod. And in the credits of that movie, we ran World's Gone Black, because that whole video, we tried to make like an actual Hollywood movie. So when they have the movie, but then as they roll the credits at the end, there'll be a different music playing. So that's what we did. So for Cephalopod, we had World's Gone Black play during the credits. And now for the World's Gone Black video, we had Dark Side of Heaven come up during the credits, which is, the
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I was just like, "That's a different song." Yeah, I mean, it's just really awesome done. Great job, sweetheart. Great job. Will says, "Love you, Kim. Keep doing your thing, woman, and send my love to Lonnie, please."
will do.
And Becca says, "Badass," and "kick ass" from Steve. But sister, that's why I wanted to get you on here today, because I know everybody sees you on the road with Lonnie. Everybody sees you doing PR for different people, but for them to actually get a chance to talk to you and see who you are as a person, and to learn your passions, and you know the way things move so fast nowadays, a lot of people might not have even realized, until unless they stood there and read all the credits and everything of, this new chapter that you were adding on to everything else. And it's just, dude, dude.
You
I mean, come
appreciate it.
on, sister. You're awesome. So now we usually about this time in the interview, we do what I call is the funniest or craziest road story.
Ah,
And yes, we when we get to about that 10 to 15-minute mark, we talk about, you know, um because everybody lives vicariously through everybody that's been on the road. We know this. We know that from your fans. We know that from Lonnie's fans, everybody's fans that you see along the way or comments on your posts. So tell us, and we want to know a couple. Tell us we're gonna start with one of the wildest, one of the wildest, and one of your first wild, crazy road stories that was your first experience of just what the road what happened on the road and how crazy and fun and exciting it could be. What was the very first, oh my gosh, did that really just happen moment?
The first, oh my God, did that really just happen moment, hands down, is Steven Adler from Guns N' Roses.
Okay, okay, you're gonna have to explore that. Explain, madam.
He was actually the first interview I ever did for Access. And I mean, God, Guns N' Roses, come on, you know,
Right?
we're of that generation. That was the shit, you know. And
The bees, man.
yeah, so to get to talk to him, I mean, hell, his poster used to be on my art studio wall. So I was really excited to meet him. And he was playing a show that night, but many people don't know this. He's actually he had an art show out at the time. He had done a series of work where they had taken him in a studio. It was all dark, and he had drumsticks that would light up. So he would play to different Guns N' Roses tracks, and they would do time lapse photography and take the swirls of color as he played, and it would be this beautiful, just abstract piece of art. So that is where I met him. We were at the studio where this show was taking place, and I pulled up, and there's a line of people. I mean, a huge line of people wrapped around the block. And I walk in, and it's just Stephen and I alone in this gallery. And we had a great conversation. But, you know, Stephen does not have um, uh, he's got like he just does things. So like all of a sudden he just grab the ladder and throw it up against the wall to climb up the wall to like want to take this big giant piece of art down to show me and stuff, you know, like impulse control, I guess you would call it. So I'm like, no, you can't do that and whatever. And so he's standing next to me, and all of a sudden I hear him say, well, get a load of you. And the next thing I know, there's like hands everywhere, and he's smelling my hair. Listen,
I'm sure Becca knows what you're talking about because Becca Cook goes, "Oh my God, private conversation with you, Kim, later," and she's got a lot of lappy faces.
all right, I'm looking forward to hearing that one. So the woman who was running this gallery saw my, like, I didn't know what to do in my head. I was just like frozen, going, "Oh my God, I can't believe Steven Adler's doing this." But I'm also a professional, and the last thing I ever wanted to do was
right.
be seen as a groupie girl, because that is not me at all. I'm total
Amen.
business. And so the woman that owned the gallery must have seen the look on my face, and the next thing I hear is, "Say cheese," and we turn around, and she's got the camera, and she's like ready to take a picture of us. But that broke the mood. But that was my introduction to
right.
that.
Oh, I can, I can just imagine the look on your face, sister.
Yeah, that was. But
that's a great story. So, okay, let's fast forward a little bit and give
Hammer
us,
Down Hard story.
yeah, give us a oh my God, this is either crazy. Let's see. Oh my God, that was crazy as shit. Hammer down hard road story that has happened with you.
Well, I don't know if it's crazy ass shit, but it's probably one of my favorite moments on the bus with everybody. And we had just finished playing where the heck were we? I don't know.
That happens on the road. Welcome to the road.
But we were leaving out of town, and our bus driver made some very tasty moonshine. So for the first record, he made Total Annihilation, which was one of our songs. And for the second record, well, for the second tour anyway, he made Bloodshot Eyes, which is another one of our songs. So the Bloodshot Eyes jar of moonshine had, because it was cherry flavored, it had the little cherries inside.
Oh, dangerous.
Well, so the bus pulls out, and we start chugging this moonshine, and I videotaped it. So if you want to see this actual story, you can go to the Hammer Down Hard Facebook page, because in my drunken state, I realized this is gold, and I taped it.
The stream is streaming on the bottom of the screen, ladies and gentlemen.
So we invented a game called Fly on the Wall. And in order to talk, you had to do a shot of moonshine and eat one of the boozeberries. So I don't know. It ended up within 10 minutes, not 10 minutes, 10 miles. We had finished the jar of moonshine, and everybody was really trash, but we had bonded. That was like when we all bonded as a band. I think you have to get drunk together at one point to just bond as a unit, and that was it for us.
That's
And
awesome.
you hear the bus driver going, I can't believe you polished off all that moonshine in 10 miles.
And this enhanced the title, Fly on the Wall.
So if you want to be a fly on the wall, you can see all of that on our website. I mean, on our Facebook page.
So, what is coming up next for you, sister girl, besides, taking this new venture into, doing music videos as well? So, what can people see to come for Miss Kim?
Well, I am in Memphis, Tennessee now. I moved here about a year ago. Right as COVID hit, I moved here and everything shut down. But we friends of mine, Lonnie, and a friend of ours is opening a new venue here. It's going to be Stinson Auditorium in Memphis. Like I said, it's going to be this great venue. We're going to have a residency there. I'm going to be involved with that. Fever Tree is a hot Southern rock band out of Memphis. I have recently begun working with them. Their album is going to be out shortly, and I suggest everybody go check them out. Metal Hall of Fame, I am director of chapters for them, and I guess I'll talk a little bit about the chapter program if we have a moment. That's a new program that the Metal Hall of Fame is going to be rolling out. It's basically a way to get a metal scene up and going in every state and in every country around the world. We'll be starting chapters the way biker clubs do chapters. We'll have presidents. They'll put on events. There's going to be local places to hang out so metalheads can all get together, because we are a big family, and not everybody knows where to go all the time to find their tribe. So we figured these chapter programs would be a good start for that.
And as far as Arkansas goes, hopefully soon we will have an exciting announcement
Yes.
involving that. But but and I'm just so excited for what the future holds, sister.
Well, thank you.
And I'm just so honored to be able to call you, a sister. You and I, through conversations, could tell that we connected really well, and
Absolutely.
and
It's
had
not easy being a girl in this business.
no,
Everyone assumes if you're backstage, you're there
and
doing
see that's
whatever for somebody, and
yeah, right, and
you got to work a lot harder. And I know people roll their eyes at that, but it's true. And
it is.
you just have to have a thick skin and let a lot roll off you, because people have said horrible things about me over the years, and I almost quit at the very beginning. And my sister called me and did her best Gene Simmons impersonation and said, "Now, Kim, where would Kiss be if we had listened to all our critics?" And I was like, "Well, that's right, Gene." So then I was like, "Screw everybody. I'm just gonna do me," and that's what I've been doing. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as Lonnie always says.
Exactly. And honey, we all got haters. And my old saying is this: if you got a hater, then you're doing something right.
Yeah,
Because basically when people go out of their way to try to do something like that, they're either jealous or envious or just don't have a life. So we give them inspiration and as long as they're spelling our name properly, um you know everybody that knows us knows the truth, so that's all that matters, and we will prevail and prove them wrong. So
absolutely.
you know don't mess with us, sisters. No.
Not this group, that's for sure.
Oh gosh, sister, it has been a true honor. And guys, please go follow her agency. Go, check with her if you need PR. Go check out her photography. Definitely go, love and share that video I just played, and anything to do with Lonnie and any artist that she works with. I'm going to, sister, when we get done, I would like you to send me the link to your new band so I can go like and follow them.
Absolutely.
And
Fever dream.
as you know, when you drop show posters, I will share. Feel free, even if I don't see it, because we're both going. "Ee." If you put a show poster out, sister, the Mama Mary platform door is always open to you. Feel
Thank
free
you.
to share it on there to help get the word out. Even my Mary Hope personal page, and of course, you know me, girl.
Yeah,
You've seen it. I will shove it down their throats and make them like it. And that's just the way Mama Mary rolls.
that's perfect.
But Becca says, Fever Tree is awesome.
Yes, if you like Southern rock, you definitely have to check them out.
Awesome. Well, sister, it's been an honor just getting to sit down and talk with you and letting the viewers get to know who Kim is. And, you are a true inspiration to a lot of ladies in the industry,
Thank you.
and some that probably don't even want to admit it. But it's okay, lady, because we love you anyway. We all got to stick together.
Yep.
And I look forward to working with you in the future. And I look forward to what the future holds for you and watching your next adventure and the next chapter. And this has just been a true honor, sister. And
Thank you, Mary.
from one sister, from one female in the industry to another, you are a true credit to the ladies in the industry, and that comes from my heart.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me.
Well, it's the truth. It's the truth, sister. And like I said, I can learn a lot from you, and I look forward to our long term friendship and working together on different things. And I look forward to learning from you, because I know I will. And I just I'm just honored to have you on the show, sweetheart.
Well,
And
thank you, Mary. I enjoyed it. It was my pleasure, and would love to do it again anytime.
anytime, sister, and we might even talk about another chapter in your life.
Absolutely.
Why not go for the trifecta?
Yeah,
Why not? Well, guys, go like and follow all the bands that she manages, excuse me, plays, all the bands she manages, PR, and does help with. Hammer Down Hard, Fever Tree. Go follow her photography. Go follow her. Go follow her agency. Go just go show her some love. And get the word out. If you know a musician looking for a great person to produce a video, hello. I think we just seen. So, get with her, and she's a true professional, and I would recommend her 1000%. So, I love you, sister,
I love
and
you too, girl.
you have the great rest of your evening, and I look forward to next time, and I look forward to hopefully here really soon we will be on here again with our buddy Pat and maybe
Absolutely.
some announcements, and also be showcasing the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and
Metal Hall of Fame.
Metal Hall of Fame. Sorry,
It's
Metal Hall of Fame. I'm looking at your bio. Sorry,
okay.
I was looking at the beginning of your bio.
Right, right.
Pat, don't get mad at me, brother. I love you, brother. No, but and anything that let's get Fever Tree on here.
Yeah.
Like I said, sister, anything that you're part of is more than welcome to be on the platform.
Well, thank you.
And you have a great rest of your evening, and we love you. And thank you so much for being on Mama Mary's, baby.
Thank you, Mama. Love you too. Take care, everyone.
Mwah. Bye, baby.
Bye.
That is the beautiful Kim, and amazing. And when I said legendary, I meant legendary because, like I said, a lot of people, unless you actually get to sit down and talk to a person, do not realize just how much that person does behind the scenes that you might not even know. And it's just amazing to be able to get their story out. And so, go follow her. Go check out her agency. Go check out her photography. Ladies in industry are very few and far between, and really great ones are few and far between. So when you find a good diamond in the rough, you got to hold on tight because you never know what ride they're going to take you on. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds for Kim and all her artists. And thank all the new viewers for coming in and being here for Kim's interview. I hope you enjoy the show. And next Tuesday on Mama Mary's Music Mayhem, I have the band Crank Up the Silence. It is Crank Up the Silence, managed by Paul Crosby Management and on Pat Groove Records. So every Tuesday we have a show. So y'all come back in, and we have exciting things happening in the future. And we are booked almost every Tuesday until late November already. So if you are a band and interested in being interviewed on the show, make sure you reach out to me. But until next Tuesday, stay safe, keep rocking because Mama Mary said so.